me what to do and
I'd be very indifferent to the song too if it wasn't for Thugger. He's really great. There's a reason that there's so many Thugger clones out there and why they don't hit the same as him. He's special. I just wish that Say You Love Me track was on this list because that song is good. The instrumental actually isn't half bad. If this came on somewhere at a function, I would be dying laughing, but in a good way, you know? Like, I'd be like, at least the song isn't bad. I don't genuinely like the song. It's all ironic. The song's actually bad. Trust me. Yep. It's ironic. I don't secretly love this song. This track is very middle of the road for her. The chorus is just fine. I say all this, but it's still Ari, so her voice is great. It just doesn't hold up next to something like, you know, No Tears Left to Cry. Whenever Roddy and Mustard come together, they always make like a pretty fucking good track. This definitely isn't as good as High Fashion or Ballin', but it's a great driving at night type track, and I love Roddy's vocals. Remember when I was talking about Megan needing to like evolve in some way? I feel like this track is actually a step in that direction because she's still horny, but she's playing with horniness as it kind of being eerie with that weird baby vocal. I like the idea of being so horny that shit gets scary, you know? Plus, it has my favorite rapper on there, DaBaby, my favorite rapper. This song is mostly just like the chorus to me. Everything else is just there, but it's a great chorus and it elevates the instrumental around it to make it sound really, really good. The verses are just fine though. But when the chorus comes on, the song sounds great.
Only one people around that's gonna make me better.
Koi ain't that bad, bruh, and this track really isn't that bad either. She went through it this year, but I've always liked her voice, and I really like how the chorus stands out. Durk, as always, he kills it too. I love the positive relationship vibes.
Trust me into your relationship goals.
Rockin' around the Christmas tree.
This song fucking came out in 1958. And it's on the 2021 Billboard Hot 100 of the year. If you're wondering how that shit happened, it's because Billboard, at the time, around Christmas time, they rank those songs that are on their weekly Hot 100 into the next year's list. Like the list starts at the end of November and goes on till the end of November in the next year. So, this song was so big during Christmas last year that it worked its way up to this list. The fact that the song is that old and it's still on this list makes it like, you know, it should be #1 on like, you know, it stood up over the years so much. But you know, it's already cemented in the Christmas culture overall that I don't need to like, it's midnight. It's already cemented in the Christmas culture that I don't need to like give it, you know, the boost of saying that it's the best song of the year. Because I know that me saying that would erase the credibility. Fuck you want me to say? I mean, this is probably the best song of all time. But it took a spot up on this year-end list. And Off the Grid could have been here. California by Lord could have been there.
Once upon a time in Hollywood.
Why you always in the mood? Fuck around like I'm Brenda.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with this song, like hearing it forever. But just wait, in 6 years from now, it's gonna be a throwback banger.
I wish that we can change places. Don't want no.
This song is very funny for me to sing to. I didn't even know I knew like how to sing it or the lyrics until I was talking to someone about it, and I was like, yeah, you know the song that goes like, and I was just getting all the lyrics down, and I was like, wow, how do I know this in and out? And I started loving the song.
I'm begging you.
I heard the song for the first time and I thought it was like a heavy, deep throwback to something in the 90s, but when I learned it wasn't, I was very proud of these guys for having a successful song like this in the mainstream. Good job, good job. What can I say? We're at the part of the list where these songs are just here because they're super catchy. Plus, this is a high tier driving at night song, in my opinion. I mean, not high tier, but it's solid tier. Catchy and it's sticky. It will stick in your head. Face bomb, ass tight, Rex, shit is fire. It's crazy because you hear that Kodak influence. That's crazy. I think the Pooh Shiesty version is my favorite. Bit of a club banger, perhaps. It feels weird for me to like anything Doja has done recently because of how she like came out and said she hasn't felt like she's had fun with the music that she's been doing. But stuff like this, I still enjoy a good amount. I get a lot of emotion out of the vocals on this track. It's pretty good. The pre-chorus is great, and this is a karaoke song too. You cut out a piece of me and now I bleed into Nothing's gonna be like Meet the Woo Pop, but it's still great to hear his voice on any track. I miss him.
I did some wrong, but I'm always right.
I always just wished Pop Smoke's verse was a little longer, but besides that, the song is super solid. God, this song is so fucking sweet. I feel like I said this before, but if someone wrote even something like close to this to me, I'm falling on my knees, proposing right there, and then while I'm down there, I'm gonna eat their fucking pussy.
Like Applebee's on a date night. I can explain.
It starts off as like the most country ass shit ever, and it's got some trap like bass in there too. It sounds like fucking parody, bruh. Then the lyrics come in and it sounds like I wrote it. This dude gets paid, and then for their special date night with said money, they go to Applebee's. In the mainstream where like excessive wealth is glamorized and what people strive for, this song is the same thing, but just we're going to Wendy's instead of going to fucking Gucci. The song doesn't take itself seriously and it's fun, alright? It's fun to me. I don't care if you're too smart to fucking be like, oh, it's not fun. Physical is better, physical is better. This song is fun, bright, colorful, but it's not physical. Glad to see that Future Nostalgia got the attention that it deserved this year, and some. It's amazing Cali got a hit this year. I'm so happy for her. And it was on the radio a lot back where I was from, which I was surprised about. I think she has a lot to show the world, and I'm excited to see what else she has for us. It's great to see that she got a song on here. I love these past two Taylor albums a lot. And I'm surprised that there isn't more influence in the mainstream of this kind of folk sound. But it's cool because it makes these songs and albums feel distinctly like her. I feel like this version specifically with Ari is above the OG version because she sounds phenomenal over this. Her voice sounds so warm and rich, almost like she's like aged in the song, like she's very much more mature from where she's at right now. Of course, everything with Abel is great on the track too, but she really steals the song.
I've been drinking coffee. And I've been eating healthy.
This song is so much fun, and like I said before, I love hearing girls talk their shit. I think Doja might have the best verse here. The instrumental is great too. We're getting to the songs that I like a lot. Yeah, I still like the song a good amount. I can only listen to it in the summer though. You don't think that this weather is lemonade weather.
Bitch, I'm outside of some movie. Blue cheese.
I mean, the song's a bit of a banger, what can I say? I like how expressive this man's voice is, but in the video, how deadpan he is.
I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep, bitch, I'm by my chicken. Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue. Starting over.
The song's just about let's get out of this shithole and find something new to do with the person that you love. I need this! Country track where the lyrics take center focus. It isn't overproduced. It's a very relatable topic. I'm a fan. This is a bit of a victory lap for Lil Nas X. It's kind of his Watch the Throne in a way. Also, this line is the best line of the year. Jack Harlow, you're a menace. You need to go to jail. You need to be locked up.
Snatcher. Ain't no regular F-150, this a fucking rap.
Can we just agree this is a 21 song, right? Like, Drake is the feature here. What are these bars? Check the weather and it's getting real oppy outside. What? Drake's the type of artist that he could put out a song, everyone's gonna say that's mid, but over time, it just is already gonna get amazing because of how widespread the song is and how like you probably are gonna have a positive memory connected to the song. So in 5 years you're gonna hear it and be like, oh my god, this song's a banger. So good job on being able to do that. But this song's great. Is this song better than Save Your Tears? I don't know. But it reminds me of Metroid Fusion at that one part. So I love it, and it's a great speeding at night song. It reminds me of that part in Final Fantasy VII with the bikes on the road. Okay, we're on to the Olivia praise part of the video. Get ready because I only have good things to say about her. The vocals at the start of the track remind me of pure heroin, so I already am gonna love that. But the song does everything that it was intending to. It breaks down everything that was questionable about that guy in the relationship and how she stuck with it, and now how everything she questioned proved to be true later on. It's great, vivid, while also being not hyper detailed, you know? Let me just read what I wrote for this one. Something that I think is understated about the song is Doja's use of her classic type of raspy voice that you see comes out when she raps often. I feel like she uses it sometimes over tracks that don't need it, but she holds back on it here and only dips her toe into it on the chorus, and it sounds phenomenal. Everything she does with her voice in this track fits very well. I love how she stays a little coy and quiet with everything. The track is great. I still agree with that. Balloons are deflated. Guess they look lifeless. I said that you love me, but that'll last forever. It's cold outside, like when you walked down my line. Why you walk? I can't right now. I can't.
Get the heck out. I mean, where's now? Got me.
It's such a lush track. This song just sounds healthy, if that makes sense. Surround sound, it sounds amazing. The instrumental pretty much like makes the track, but SZA always does her thing. She sounds amazing.
Somebody, it must be a victory lap, hey.
Some may say this song is up a little too high on this list. I say that they're wrong. This song is so much fun. Are you fucking kidding me? The beat is great, and again, Durk went off. He went bananas. The third verse was a great surprise. We're gonna read what I said for this one too. Olivia is great at making herself seem amazing by roasting everyone else, saying how everyone thinks that this other person is so unique, but she taught him all this stuff. And all that comes off so subtly that it doesn't really seem insecure. Like, it's not like she's like, oh, I'm amazing. Which is a great touch, and the instrumental is fantastic. The drums moving across the song make the song. Like Good Days, this song just sounds so fucking healthy to me. For some reason, just that works for me. That's like a cheat code for me. It was a big summer song this year for me too, and it feels like my ears are being like washed by the song. My sins are becoming no more after listening to it. When I showed people this list, they said, hey, Kiss Me More should be up higher. And I said, no. This song is still really good. We're at the really, really good songs. I just think everything after this point is better. It's only up here because of the fucking baby verse. It's actually fucking phenomenal. Drake does his thing too. I think his verse is really good, but like, holy shit. It's like an opening act before the baby verse. Oh, yeah. I grab her neck, she look up, then I... Sorry. I'm sorry for that. I'm calm.
Bitch, I got my own. If I don't need security in the club, all they...
This song is one of the biggest bangers of the year. Are you kidding me? Bitch.
Call me when you want, call me when you need, call me in the morning.
The flamenco guitar, how everything sounds. It's great to hear a song just passionate about sex. That's a fucking banger. The song's just a little too short, you know? I would love another verse on this. Maybe a feature like Lorde. Can Lorde talk her shit on this? I want to hear her talk nasty. I want to hear Lorde talk about...
I don't relate to you.
I'm so glad Happier Than Ever made this list. The song is great, building up to that explosive, distorted finish after all the frustration in the lyrics, from all the time you spent with this person who had just been like a burden to you. The lashing out is so fucking cathartic, and I'm glad people agreed enough that it could make it on this list. The song's great. And it really requires that like first half. You can't really like start the song like where it starts to become a banger.
And that's my best friend. She a real bad bitch. bitch drop her own car. She on
The most underrated song of the year. I know it's high on the list at 29, but I don't hear many people like talking about it. I just want more of the song by the time it's over. Also, the car horn tricked me fucking every time I was listening to it. I'm still not tired of this song, bruh. Matter of fact, I like it more than when I first heard it. I love like the way her aggression comes through the vocals. Even though she's talking about how much she's going through it, it really doesn't come off as being a victim like at all. She's just great at expressing herself in a very healthy and productive way, which is making good music. I just wish the guitar solo was a little more pronounced when it showed up. It would have made the song amazing, but I still can't complain.
When they ask if I'm okay, it just make everything seem worse. Trying to explain your feelings.
Let me talk about Polo G for a minute and why I like him and the song so much. This song's a sort of victory lap for him too. He's like as successful as he's ever been in his life at this point. And at the same time, it's not really changing how he feels. I don't want to say what he may or may not be going through mentally because I don't know the man at all. But from what I hear in the song and most of his other tracks, I feel very similar, especially with this track. Nearly every line in the verses I can relate to on some level, to the point that listening to it doesn't make me feel lonely, because this track is the closest description to how my mental feels to me that I can like present to another person. There's some tracks that like, you know, instrumentally might demonstrate like what I'm going through, but this song, like just vocals alone, can cross over to another person's head. Like I feel like the most vivid way possible. Oh, and the chorus is great. There's a reason the song was so big, and his verse sounds perfect on it. There's a time where I was very skeptical about this song. I didn't trust how big it was and how quickly it blew up. It just felt like a trend that would kind of come and go when I first heard of it. And yes, a track like Good For You proved to be the bigger track, but I feel like this song is more iconic. And it's amazing. It's right on the line of really, really good songs to amazing songs, but the next songs after it are definitely amazing, but I think this song might fit into that too. It's crazy that like most people were introduced to her through this song, but I hope she continues to prove that this song alone wasn't a fluke. Songwriting's great, it sounds great, the build-up is great, the emotion crosses through.
what you doing? What you doing? Where you at? Where you at? Oh, you got plans. You got plans. Don't say that.
Maybe the best song on the album? Maybe? It's so rich, it's so much fun. As soon as I heard it, I wanted to hear more. These two have such amazing chemistry. I'm glad two creative minds could work together and, you know, not have problems. I feel bad that I don't know anything about like music theory to explain why this song works, but it works really good. It's great. And now my number one song of 2021 is Man with the Axe by Lorde. Yeah. My number one song of 2021 is also apparently the biggest song of all time. This song has been out for 2 years and it is still in rotation on the radio. And from that same amount of time, I have yet to get tired of it. And the music video is not talked about enough. Like the dancing, magnificent. I don't know anyone who listened to Blinding Lights for the first time and was like, ugh. I know people who could be upset that it's not like his old stuff, but that never bothered me personally. People may be tired of it at this point, but I certainly am not. And the fact that it's been 2 years and I haven't, it's gotta mean something. It's the song of the year. Psych! On Spotify, actually, Pendulum is my song of the year.